Welcome into the I-80 Boys College Football Show. We got a little Iowa versus Ohio State, the preview. Chris, I'm going to start us off here and talk a little bit about the Iowa Hawkeyes. Okay, look, Iowa actually has a better offense than Michigan State right now. Is that crazy? Just in terms of points that they're putting up and stuff like that. To me, that's insane. We know that Iowa wants to pound the rock and keep the ball out of Ohio State's hands. Caleb Johnson already has 700 yards this season and 9 touchdowns. He's been their offense. To me, Ohio State, they're third in the country in terms of best rushing defenses, being able to shut down the run. They allowed 49 yards rushing to Michigan State. That's insane. I mean, that's just insane. So hats off to Ohio State. Look, Iowa, they need McNamara in the passing offense to step up in this one. Otherwise, Ohio State's going to walk guys up into the box, and they're just going to play man and shut you down all day, and it's going to be a boring game to watch. I think overall, Iowa's offense, I'll just say this, they are better than last year, but how much better? They're coming off a bye week. Is that going to help them? Only time's going to be able to tell really how much that can do for a team that has been anemic on offense for the last few years. On the other side of the ball, Iowa still has a top 20 defense, so that'll keep you into a lot of these games. I feel like this is a whole other task, though. Iowa needs to limit Ohio State running the football and force Will Howard to beat them by throwing that football. The Hawkeyes defense, I mean, they can't allow Howard to get out of the pocket and make off-script throws. I feel like that's where he's at his best, is being able to kind of break down and create things with his legs and kind of do some of those things. So I'll be interested to see what they can do there. Chris, I mean, not really a whole lot more to add to Iowa at this point. Tell me a little more about Ohio State.
Yeah, no, I'm going to rattle off a long list of stats here. This is crazy, and I'll explain why. We know Ohio State's 4-0. This will definitely be their best test as far as facing a really good defense in Iowa's, but they played Akron 52-6, Western Michigan 56-0, Marshall 49-14, Michigan State last week 38-7. Now, offensively, yeah, they're averaging damn near 49 points per game. That's fourth best in the country, but they're fifth in total offense, 14th in rushing offense, 14th in passing offense. You can see where I'm going here. This is very, very balanced, which is a good thing for Ohio State. Now, you talked about him, Will Howard. He's been pretty good. Hasn't really had to open it up much, but he's 72 of 105. He's got over 1,000 yards, 68.6% completion percentage, 8 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. One impressive stat out of all that to me is he's only been sacked once. So that credit the O-line there for Ohio State. Running backs, hard to find a better duo than these two in Quinshon Judkins and Travion Henderson. They almost got 700 yards combined between them and 9 touchdowns. Question for you, who's better, Jeremiah Smith as a freshman or your boy Ryan Williams over at Alabama? Man, these two are unbelievable. If anybody saw that catch last week, by the way, Jeremiah Smith one-handed on the sideline, was sick against Michigan State. But he's been awesome this season. 19 catches, 364 yards, 5 touchdowns. We know they got Emeka Egbuka, Carnell Tate. Ohio State's just got a long list of wide receivers that are all waiting to get in the NFL, essentially. So I'm not going to add much to the offense. We know they're great, very balanced team. As far as the defense goes, probably even more impressive. Listen to these stats, giving up only 6.8 points per game, which is number 1 in the country, number 2 in total defense, number 3 in rushing defense, number 9 in passing defense. So, like I said, Ohio State, I want to put this at the end of it here. Who have they really played? You know what I mean? I mean, they really haven't played anybody of note. This will definitely be their first toughest test here, playing Iowa. I'm going to get right into my prediction here, Christian. Ohio State's a 21-point favorite. I got Iowa 10. I got Ohio State 31.
Yeah, I've got very similar, a little closer margin, though. I got Iowa 17, Ohio State 27.
Okay.